Hello everyone, Charles Watts here, the Arsenal correspondent at Goal, joining you on Friday. It's match day for Arsenal. Pre-season starts to kick up a gear. Obviously they've had one behind closed door friendly so far this summer, beating Ipswich at London Colney last week. But today is the first, I don't know what you call proper friendly of pre-season, taking on Nurnberg over in Germany, obviously in a big stadium, fans all there. And it just feels like it's certainly stepping up a notch from that game against Ipswich last weekend. So looking forward to that, potentially seeing Gabriel Jesus, well, you would expect certainly seeing Gabriel Jesus make his debut of some kind, either starting or coming on, depending how fit he is. Plenty of other players going to be involved as well. We'll talk about that a little bit later on in the video. But wanted to start today's video, obviously, talking about the latest when it comes to transfers as we progress through the transfer window. And we've got to start with Lisandro Martinez, a player that we know Arsenal very much like and have bid for. A week ago, I can't remember what it was now. It's all kind of blurs into one during the transfer window. But they've always been going in this kind of head-to-head situation with Manchester United for Martinez, and now reports coming out of Amsterdam late last night, that United have now tabled a second offer for Martinez around the, I think it's €50 million mark, about £43 million. And that Ajax will be meeting today to discuss that offer. It's much closer to what they have been demanding for Martinez, and it appears that United could be edging towards getting agreement with Ajax and then potentially being able to talk to the player and getting a deal done. Now we have to wait and see if Arsenal react to this or not. As it stands, or certainly as far as I'm aware, they haven't made another offer since their last one. That wasn't enough to kind of turn Ajax's head. It's an interesting situation, and kind of as I've reported previously in the past, whenever you speak to anyone about Martinez who's kind of close to this deal, close to the player, you always kind of get the same message back in terms of he's open to Arsenal. He's always liked what he's heard from Arsenal, and the kind of ideas that have been told to him about the whole project and everything. But having said all that, the Ten Hag connection always felt like that was probably going to give United the advantage in this race. Say if both clubs had a bid accepted by Ajax and it came down to talks, that everyone kind of who you speak to around the deal always felt that United would probably have the advantage because of the whole Ten Hag connection. Martinez obviously playing under Ten Hag for Ajax. And it appears that could well be the case. I mean, we don't know because Arsenal haven't tabled another offer yet, as far as I'm aware, for Martinez. So we might not even get to the situation where it is a case of going directly head-to-head with United, because if United have a bid accepted and Arsenal don't, then obviously United have got a free, open run to getting that deal done for him. There were reports yesterday I saw from Argentina and that he had chosen United, but when I spoke to someone who's very close to the player about that, they said, well, that's not the case because Arsenal haven't, there's been nothing to accept, or there's been no decision to make because neither club had and still I believe, because I'm not sure United's bid's been accepted yet, but neither club had a bid accepted, so he hasn't had to decide between one of the two clubs because there's been nothing to decide at this stage. So we'll have to wait and see how it progresses, but certainly the kind of noises that you're getting from that are beginning to emerge from Amsterdam is that maybe this offer from United could be enough to tempt Ajax into doing business. It's not quite at the level that Ajax had been demanding, but it's a lot closer to what the previous bids from both Arsenal and United have been, and it could well end up being enough. We'll find out. By the time you're watching this video, we might even have found out, because apparently Ajax are meeting today to discuss that offer from Man United, and so it could soon start to emerge from over there if they've accepted it or rejected it. And if they've accepted it, then you would think, unless Arsenal table a counter offer, then this is a deal that could get done pretty quickly, because Martinez is absolutely set on a move to the Premier League, as I've reported previously. He's already told Ajax that twice. Did it before he went away on holiday, came back, did it again, reiterated a desire to leave this summer and go to the Premier League, whether it be United or Arsenal. So if United do have an offer accepted, you can't envisage there's going to be any sort of issues when it comes to personal terms or anything like that, and it could be a deal that is wrapped up, very quickly, which is what United want by all accounts before they head off for their pre-season tour to, I'm not even sure where it is, they're going somewhere around the world. So we'll wait and see how that progresses, but certainly as it stands at the moment, it's beginning to look more and more like United are very much in pole position when it comes to Martinez. But we'll wait and see. You never know in the transfer window. You can't rule anything out. Something can happen out of nowhere, and people are very quickly made to look pretty stupid with their predictions. So we'll wait and see how that progresses. But that's the latest on Lisandro Martinez. Let me know what you guys think about that. Would you be disappointed if he goes to United? Do you think for a player who you have to say wouldn't necessarily be first choice anywhere in this Arsenal team, should Arsenal really be trying to bid 43, 44 million pounds for a player who you wouldn't say comes in and be first choice in any position? Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Okay, Bernd Leno, still waiting to see if Arsenal and Fulham can agree. As reported previously, they have been in talks over Leno. There's I saw a report today from Sky Germany saying that Leno's now agreed personal terms with Fulham. And that he wants a move, which is absolutely understandable. He's just got married. They're him and his wife are very settled in London, and it's an appealing move for him. Moving to a Premier League club. Yes, Fulham maybe they have to be in a relegation scrap this season, but still, great place to live, great place to play football. Don't have to leave London, so you can understand why Leno's pretty keen on this move. But it all depends on Arsenal and Fulham being able to agree a fee. Arsenal can't give Leno away. Absolutely, they want to get decent money. They signed him for 25 million, whatever it was, not too long ago. He's a good keeper. He's still only about 30, I think. International goalkeeper. You can't give him away. You've got to get a good deal done for Bernd Leno this summer. Yes, you're not going to get this money that you paid for him, but you don't want to be giving him something like 5 million. You want to be getting at least double digits for a keeper of Leno's quality and experience and international standing. So, hopefully Edu can get a good deal done for Leno, and it suits everyone to go. I've reported previously that at the end of last season, everyone was aware of the situation at Arsenal in terms of the club, the player, everyone, that this was a summer where Leno could go if a deal could be done. He's over in Germany at the moment training. He'll probably play tonight in that game against Nurnberg. Because Aaron Ramsdale's not over there, he'll probably share the duties, I imagine, with Matt Turner. But if I was a betting man, by the time the window's shut, I'd be very, very surprised if Bernd Leno is still at Arsenal. I think he'd be surprised as well. So we'll wait and see. But if it all depends if Arsenal and Fulham can agree a deal. Now, Fulham up to the Premier League, they've got some money to spend this summer. Looking at the prices that they're charging their fans for tickets for the Liverpool game on the opening day of the season, then they should definitely have some money to spend this summer. So hopefully they can get a deal done with Arsenal. Rafinha, that seems like the saga might be coming to an end. It doesn't kind of even feel like Arsenal is still there yet. I mean, the interest is clearly still there, but they haven't firmed it up again and got in with other interests. I think they're very aware of the situation of Barcelona. Still want to get that deal done. The player still wants to get to Barcelona. It's just a case of if them and Leeds can come to a agreement over price or a structure of price. Chelsea absolutely have already thrown the money on the table, so kind of feels like Arsenal are very much the back runners now when it comes to Rafinha's situation, when only a few weeks ago you felt like they had a really good chance of getting him. But again, that's the way the transfer window works. But certainly from whispers coming out of people in Barcelona is that that we're coming up to decision time now when it comes to Rafinha and where he's going to go, either Barcelona or Chelsea or maybe Arsenal. But I have to say now, if you're going to say to me, have we got any chance again, Rafinha? You'd think it's unlikely given the situation and how this saga seems to be moving, and it seems to be focusing now very, very much on Barcelona and Chelsea, which is a shame because I was very much in the camp of wanting Rafinha to join Arsenal. I thought it would make a big, big impact next season, and would really give Mikel Arteta's attack a fresh new look and provide goals and just that running ability, that one-on-one ability as well that maybe they're lacking a little bit, but not to be. We'll see. I'm saying not to be, but again, you never know in the transfer window. But looks like Arsenal, if they are going to bring in a winger this summer, they're going to have to look elsewhere other than Ellen Road. But we will wait and see on that. Let me know what you guys think as well on anything else discussed here on the transfers. Leno, Rafinha, whatever it is, let me know in the comments below. Okay, so match day. Obviously, Arsenal playing Nuremberg tonight in Germany. Looking forward to this one. Certainly looking forward to seeing how Gabriel Jesus goes. It'd be interesting to see what formation, how the way Arteta sets his team up and what sort of attack he looks, what plays. Clearly, there's no Bukayo Saka at the moment. There's no Martin Odegaard. So they're going to have to move things around. Will he go 4-3-3? Will he go 4-2-3-1? Will it be, Gabriel Jesus at number 9. Reece Nelson on wide right, could be Nicolas Pepe, obviously. Gabriel Martinelli, I think, nailed on to start on the left. Then you could have Emil Smith-Rowe in the number 10 position instead of Martin Odegaard if you're going to go 4-2-3-1. If you're going to go 4-3-3, then you could have, probably El Neni hold in and then hold in midfield. And then you've got the option of playing Smith-Rowe potentially as one of the 2 number 8s in midfield. Fabio Vieira looks unlikely that he'll play today, but because it didn't seem like he's taken a full part in training or anything like that, he is over there now. His foot is not in a protective boot, as I spoke about in yesterday's video, which is good. You would hope that he's getting very, very close to joining in with the group and doing full contact and everything like that, but it kind of feels like tonight might be a little bit too early, and we'll have to wait until the American tour where they fly out next week before we see Fabio Vieira in action for the first time. So that it remains to be seen if he does go 4-3-3, who would play in that midfield. Maybe Sambi Lokonga. Certainly felt like in that Ipswich game and the highlights that we saw of the Ipswich match at London Colney that Sambi was playing a lot higher up. He wasn't playing in that sort of number 6 role where we saw him struggle when he came into the side at the end of last season. It could be that he's playing further up, and that's where Mikel Arteta kind of envisages him playing a little bit more next season, which to me feels like a pretty good option when it comes to Sambi, because I think it's pretty tough to ask such a young kid to play that number 6 role and that on your own in the base of midfield, and he clearly has struggled, but he's very good, Sambi, in terms of ball progression and running. And I know a lot of people have written Sambi Lokonga off, but I certainly haven't yet. Hopefully expecting him to have quite a decent season this season if he does get opportunities. Looking forward to seeing Kieran Tierney back in action again. What a big boost it is to see him back fit and playing. Fingers crossed he can now stay fit until the start of the season, because when Kieran Tierney's fit, then Arsenal's team just looks automatically better because you've got that proper balance in defence and down that left-hand side. We'll certainly see Gabriel and Ben White, I imagine, at centre-back. Hector Bellerin, remember him, Arsenal's long forgotten man. He is back. Obviously, he'll probably be at right back tonight, or obviously you've got Cedric Suarez as well, and should see a few of the youngsters who have gone over there, like Charlie Patino. Matt Smith's gone over there as well, a couple of other youngsters as well. So keep your eyes out for that. Like I said, it is on arsenal.com. You can watch it at 4:30 p.m. tonight, or this afternoon, however you want to describe it, to see Arsenal in action for the first time, and hopefully see Gabriel Jesus make his Arsenal debut, potentially score his first Arsenal goal. Thank you very much for watching, everyone. Enjoy your Friday. If you're over here in the UK, enjoy the sunshine as well today. We are in heatwave territory over here. So have a good one. Enjoy the weekend. I'll speak to you soon.